Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just gone over to Bitcoin. Big of the CoinsKid crew. So Bitcoin's found a beautiful level of support on the 1618, a regular ABC correction right here, expanded flat correction. This was an idea I was throwing around early March on especially Chainlink, VChain, XRP. I was looking at this bull trap high that everyone got really euphoric, and I said to you, I think it's a bull trap because of the price structure, the free waves, the correctiveness of the the impulse that everyone was looking at. So I did think it was a B wave bull trap, and at that point, we're looking at a C wave coming down. It's going to get nasty, but for Bitcoin, my expanded flat idea was the 1618 at 58,108. So targeting the 1.618 C wave for a big boy bounce for Bitcoin. So we've come down there. I think last week we came down there with the confluence of the fact that the DXY is breaking down that bearish pattern as well. The S&P 500 is bouncing off a 20-week EMA. We've got some beautiful reversal structures in the altcoins as well. So possibly the correction's in. If it's not, I think we may have a final little flush to shake out the weekends. But at this point, I'm buying basically because I think if I don't want to miss the bottom, obviously, but there is a possibility that the bottom's in with the confluence of other charts that I'm looking at. So we'll keep an eye on the S&P 500. Like clockwork, it's running to the 1.272 fib. At that point, start to correct as did Bitcoin, so on and so forth. But the S&P 500 just not lost any structure yet, or the technical target that it's in, basically to the 1.618, which increases the probability that we are still in this bull market. Okay, so it's just simple confluence that I find in many other charts. So unless we start to break down at this point, lose a 20-week EMA and create a daily sell signal for Bitcoin, I think we've got to remain cautiously bullish here because of the confluence in other charts. The breakdown of DXY, the push up on the S&P 500 is really simple. Okay, so I'm a buyer, not a crier. Now I was looking at this 1.618 mid-March, targeting the 1.618 C wave for the big boy bounce. Posted this on the 15th of March right here in the Discord for the CoinsKid crew. I was putting bids down here and a regular expanded flat ABC right there. Possible wave 4 correction complete. With that Bitcoin having its wave 4, alts having a wave 2, which leads to a wave 3 in alts and a wave 5 in Bitcoin, and this is typically where we do start to see the alt season. So I'll go through that with you, and this has been a theory that I've had for a really long time. So enough spiel, let's dive into the charts. But if you're not already involved in the Discord, definitely get involved. This has been a nice little trade, an 8% bounce so far after 1.618 for myself and the CoinsKid crew. Okay, let's dive into the Bitcoin chart and see what we can see. So taking a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, as anticipated, we did begin a sort of horrible nasty correction in early March and coming back down, and like I said to you, it'll get really nasty, really boring, really flat, everyone will give up and things like that. And this is typically what we see in these corrections. I remember all this pullback here, oh no, it's going to zero, came back up, oh no, it's a bear market, 20k, 15k, 12k, all the naysayers were back there. But what we've done here, if you take a look, we'd had a 1 2 3 4 5, so that was a clean macro impulsive move. Then we had a flat correction, ABC2 wave correction right there, and like I said to you, the C wave here, 1 2 3 4 5, if we can find 5 waves in the C wave, this is it. It's your maximum opportunity, minimal risk trade, and then boom, broke out the bump and run pattern, and we've been coming up ever since. So respectfully, at the moment, the 1 2 3 4 5 impulsive move, just here, 1 2 3 4 5 impulsive move. So right now, all of this is, and again, there's no permeable whatever, I'm just relaying the data to you. This is simply a correction. This is an overlapping zigzag correction that's coming back to support. So technically, in this bull market for Bitcoin, as horrible as it is, it could actually come all the way down to this red line here and still remain in a wave 4 correction. Some kind of 1 into a 2 into a 3 into an ABC. Oh no, it's going to 0 4 and then turn around in a final 5th wave. So that's your macro invalidation of the clean impulse, the 1, the 2 into 3 into the 4, because 4 cannot retrace any greater than the wave 1 high. So your macro invalidation of this move, the 1 into the 2 into the 3 into the 4 into the 5, the invalidation is at 31148. So for me at the moment, I can't necessarily jump up and down and say, yay, the Bitcoin bottom's in, that's it, we're off to the races and things like that. I do have a theory that we're looking at a blow off top this year into the summer. So with that, would expect some kind of turnaround relatively soon for Bitcoin, holding the support of 20 and start to come back up and take out the highs. Then yeah, we'll look for 5 waves, just like we've got the 5 waves there in the 3, and we've got the 5 waves there in the 1. We should be looking for 5 waves up here to complete this bull run for Bitcoin. And then what we've got, really simple, 1 2 3 4 5, see you later, bear market. This is something I'm looking at. So the macro invalidation at the moment, really simple from a technical standpoint. Bitcoin comes down from this point, loses 31148. Then my beautiful count that I've had for a very long time against the herd mentality, against all the naysayers, will be absolutely invalidated right there. So that's my macro invalidation at the moment. So again, it's really difficult pinpointing the bottom, but on the daily we may have some kind of falling wedge here for Bitcoin. It's going to zoom in on the moment. Again, look, coming up some kind of bull flag coming back looking for continuation. So from the point, if we do start to come up and we take out this high here and make new all-time highs, we need to see 5 waves to increase the probability, just like this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that was the end of a run. We need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up, just like we did here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up, and then boom, you've got your increased probability of the macro ABC at that point. I don't think we've necessarily got it here until we start seeing more data in the price structure, okay? So that's really simple. Let me show you the daily time frame right now, the falling wedge for Bitcoin going forward. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we did need to see a positive reaction off the 1.618 fib and equally the 20-week EMA here, and we've seen exactly that. At the moment, off of 1.618, it's roughly up around about 8%, and off of 20 on that touch last week on, I think it was the end of April right there, 10% up. So it's doing incredibly well. So this expanded flat idea, did post it on many other altcoins as well. The A into the bull trap B and then the C wave. And like I said to you, we need to see 5 waves within the C. So we've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 and a 5. So this could be a completion of 5 waves within the C wave. From right now, this is a 1 into an ABC2 coming back. Oh no, it's going to 0 and then break out in a big third wave. Now what we need to see going forward is this high broken, this level of resistance and the red trend line broken, and this low being held, obviously, to increase the probability that, boom, we've got another macro move here for Bitcoin, okay, in which we need to see 5 waves. Really, really simple. We see 5 waves from this point, some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. Get out of Bitcoin. Okay, increased probability of a massive macro correction. Why? Because if we take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, impulsive wave 1, ABC2, wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, ABC wave 4, come up, see 5 waves. Get the hell out of Bitcoin because you've got a massive 5-wave move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, really simple technical analysis, okay? And this is part of my theory that, what we've got here is a huge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your blow off top. This is it. And this is a fear I've had for a very long time. So going forward, it's really difficult to say, okay, the correction's in, that's it, guys, it's done, boom, boom, boom. We can't determine it's in until we start to come up and create the, uptrend structure. So there's a possibility that it is. So going forward, that's your stop loss. The 20-week EMA, or whatever exchange you're using, that wick low that we put in, I think it was the 1st of May, look at that. That's it. That's your macro stop loss to invalidate this theory that this is the bottom of the correction, the expanded ABC correction. We've got the 5 waves within C. Right now we've got 1 into a 2, into a 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, and we're coming up the stairs. So if we start to see the all-time high broken here for Bitcoin, kick back, relax. We're in the parabolic blow-off top phase for Bitcoin going forward, okay? So I'll leave you with that. So at the moment, obviously, we're getting rejected off this neckline. Look at that, getting a level of rejection. So if it's an impulsive wave 1, ABC2 wave 2 comes back, holds this low from which it come. I'll keep updated as best I can. You can clearly see it's getting really, really tight on the potential falling wedge. We take out that red trend line. I'm looking to go long, stop loss, pivot low, boom, boom, boom. Start to ride it back up the stairs. I wish you have an utmost luck. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Bye-bye.